Hello friends, thank you for joining me in today's presentation. We continue with our solutions to GCE 2024 November-December. This is objective test and this is further mathematics. They call it elective maths. With us here is question 24, 25, 26 and 27 respectively. In my previous video, I've solved question 1 to 23. Let's look at how we can handle this. Question 24 reads, given that tan theta or given that theta is in the third quadrant such that 16 cos square theta minus 4 sin theta minus 10 is equals to 0. What is the value of tan theta? This is from trigonometric ratio. Tan theta is in the third quadrant. There's a restriction on the angle theta. Is in the third quadrant. So we have to look at the behaviors of angles in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Very important as far as this question is concerned. Let's write down the solution and see what we can do. That is solution to 24. The equation is given as 16 cos square theta minus 4 sin theta minus 10 equals to 0. This is the equation that was given to us, and the angle theta is in the third quadrant. Very important. And if you check this very well, we have cos and sine. So, and we have cos square theta. We have to recall trig identities. That's trigonometric identities. Recall that cos square theta is the same as 1 minus sine square theta. Very important. We have to change this cos to have sine so that we can easily simplify it. So in place of cos square theta, we replace 1 minus sine square theta. That's from, if you use Pythagoras rule, you will get this identity. So let's replace, we have 16 now to be bracket. In place of this cos square theta, we replace 1 minus sine square theta. We close the bracket, minus 4 sine theta minus 10 will be equals to 0. Let's clear the bracket. 16 times 1, that is 16, minus 16 times sine square theta, that will be 16 sine square theta, minus 4 sine theta minus 10 equals to 0. Clearly here, we can assume a value for sine theta. We can say let sine theta be equals to y. Very important assumption. Why? Because we have sine theta here and we have sine theta here. Very important. Okay, let's move to the question. The condition is theta and theta is in the third quadrant and we are asked to find the value of tan theta. Let's remove the question and move here. Okay, so anywhere we see sine theta, we put y. So it will be 16 now, minus 16. Because of this sine theta, then square root will be y squared minus 4y minus 10 equals to 0. Of course, this is leading to quadratic equation. Very important. Okay, let's work on this. The highest power here, or the leading power here, is y squared. So this is a quadratic equation. So how can we rearrange it in the form of quadratic equation? We have negative here, and quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, given that a cannot be equals to 0. So it means we have to rearrange this to look like this. To achieve that, let's multiply through by minus 1 or divide through by minus 1. Minus 1 times 16, that will be minus 16. Minus times minus, that will be plus 16y squared. Then plus 14y. Then plus 10 equals to 0. Very important. So we can now rearrange it. This will be 16y squared plus 4y minus 16 plus 10. Minus 16 plus 10 will be minus 6. Very important. Minus 16 plus 10 will be minus 6. This will now be equals to 0. Very important. The next thing to do, can we reduce this? Yes. 2, we can divide through by 2. So let's move here to achieve that. Okay? Let's divide through by 2 so that we can reduce because 2 is a factor of 16, 2 is a factor of 4, 2 is a factor of 6. So 16y squared divided by 2, that will be 8y squared. Plus 4y divided by 2, that will be plus 2y. Minus 6 divided by 2, that will be minus 3 equals to 0. Can we factorize this? Let's check. 8 times minus 3, that's minus 24. What are the two factors of 24 that can give you plus y? It will be plus 4 plus 6y and minus 4. Since the middle is positive, one of the factor has to be negative. So the two factors are 6y and minus 4y. 6y minus 4y will give us plus 2y. Then 6y times minus 4y will give us minus 24y squared. So it will be 8y squared plus, let's put minus now, minus 4y plus 6y minus 3 will be equals to 0. Let's group this and factor out. What is common here is 4y into 8y squared divided by 4y. We'll be left with 2y minus 4y divided by 4y is 1. What is common here is 3, that will be plus 3 into 6y divided by 3, that will be 2y, minus 3 divided by plus 3, that will be minus 1 equals to 0. Clearly, what is inside the bracket are the same. So we can pick what we have outside, that's 4y plus 3, then pick one of the common bracket now, which is 2y, minus 1 will be equals to 0. Very important, either 4y plus 3 is equals to 0 or 2y minus 1 is equals to 0. Very important. Let's move here to achieve that. We say 4y plus 3 is equals to 0 or 2y minus 1 is equals to 0. We collect like times here. We'll have 4y will be equals to minus 3 or 2y will be equals to 1. Let's divide both sides. Y will be minus 3 divided by 4 or y will be equals to half. Well, it's not what we're looking for. See our assumption here. Let y be sine what? Sine theta. Very important. We will use that assumption. Let's move here. Let's click here so that we can work on that. So here, when y is minus 3 over 4, what will be our sine theta? Okay, when y is sine theta, or when y is minus 3 over 4, then sine theta will be equals to minus 3 over 4. When y is half, sine theta will be equals to 1 over 2. But there's restriction placed on this. The question says, given that theta is in the third quadrant, if theta is in the third quadrant, we use what we call cast. So let's use cast. Let me write it here. Our third quadrant is only term that is positive. Okay? Sign is negative in the third quadrant when we use cast. Okay? So it means we pick sine theta, which is negative. We pick the negative value of sine theta because sine is negative in the third quadrant. So we discard this other value of sine theta. So we pick the negative. Why? Because theta or sine theta is negative in the third quadrant. So we pick only this value here, the one that is as negative because of the restriction. Because the question says theta is in the third quadrant and sine is negative in the third quadrant. So we pick sine theta equals to minus 3 over 4. We don't need this sine theta as half. Very important. Okay? If sine theta is negative, then from here we established the fact before that cos square theta is the same thing as what? It's the same thing as 1 minus sine square theta. We established this fact. So let's find cos theta. Why? Because we are asked to find the value of tan theta. And tan theta is nothing but sine theta divided by cos theta. So we need to find cos. Very important. Okay, so let's move here. I'm picking the negative now. So it will be cos square theta minus 1. In place of this now, I will put minus 3 over 4 all square. I'm picking the negative sine theta now. I've explained the reason is sine theta or sine is negative in the third quadrant. Let's simplify this. This will be 1 minus 3 square is what? 9. Minus 4 square is 16. Let's find the LCM here. The LCM of 1 and 16 is 16. 1 into 16 is 16 times 1, that's 16. Minus 16 into 16 is 1. Times 9 is 9. So we have 16 minus 9. What are we going to have? 16 minus 9. What are we going to have? That will be 7. That will be 7 divided by 16. Very important. Let's move here. We'll have cos square theta. We have cos square theta now will be equals to 16 minus 9 is 7 divided by 16. Very important. Okay? To find cos theta now, to remove this square, we take the square root of both sides. Cos theta now will be the square root of 7 divided by 16. Cos theta now will be plus or minus root 7 divided by 4. Square root of 16 is 4. Okay, we have two values of cos theta now here. Cos theta is equals to either root 7 divided by 4 or minus root 7 divided by 4. Very important. These are the two values of cos theta. Restriction again. Using cast, is cos negative or positive in the third quadrant? Cos is negative. So it means we'll pick negative cos theta here, which is minus root 7 divided by 4. Very important. Okay, so we move here. We are asked to find the value of tan theta. As I said, our sin theta now is minus 3 divided by 4. Why? Because sine is negative in the third quadrant. Then cos theta, we'll pick the negative, which is minus root 7 divided by 4, because cos is negative in the third quadrant. Very important. So tan theta now, from trig identity, is nothing but sin theta divided by cos theta. Let's simplify. Sin theta is minus 3 divided by 4 divided by minus root 7 divided by 4. Very important. So let's simplify this to see what tan theta will be. Let's take it here. So we'll have minus 3 divided by 4 divided by minus root 7 divided by 4. This will be minus 3 divided by 4 times, we change this to multiplication. This 4 will go up. That will be 4 divided by minus root 7. This 4 will divide 4. Minus divided by minus is positive. At the end of the day, we have 3 root 7. We don't leave our answer like this. We have to rationalize this. This will be 3 divided by root 7 times root 7 divided by root 7. This will now be 3 times root 7. That will be 3 root 7 divided by 7 root 7. Root 7 times root 7 will be 7. Okay, so we have 3 root 7 divided by 7. Let's use our calculator at this point. 3 root 7 divided by 7. We'll have the final answer now, tan theta now, is equals to 1.1339. That will be the final answer, and the correct option is option B. Very important. So this is the solution to question 24. It's a very long question, but that is objective question for you. Let's quickly move to 25. 25 is very easy and direct. Question 25 reads, question 25, we are asked to find the third term in the binomial expansion of 2x minus 3y divided by 2 all in power 5 in descending powers of x. Very important. This is from binomial expansion. Very important. Solution to 25 now. What was given to us is 2x minus 3y divided by 2 power 5. We are asked to find the third term. The third term. Very simple. This is power 5. When we expand this, In any binomial expansion, the number of terms after expansion is always n plus 1. That's 1, n more than 1. N more than 1 means this is power 5. If we expand this, we are expected to have 6 terms. That's n plus 1. Very important. Okay? I recall that the general terms in a binomial expansion is given as the term now r plus 1 will be equals to n combination r, a power n minus r, then b power r. Very important. Okay, so here we're looking for the third term. What can we add to 1 to give us 3? Of course, is 2. So it means our r will be 2 because 2 plus 1 is 3, and we're looking for the third term. Our n from the question, of course, is the power here, which is 5. The first term, which is a now, is 2x. Then the second term, which is our b, of course, is minus 3y divided by 2. Very important. So the next thing is just a question of substituting into these general terms in binomial expansion. Let's move here to achieve that and do our substitution. So it will be T3 now, because we are looking for the third term, n, which is 5 combination, r now is 2. I hope we are together. How we come about r, as I say, we are looking for the third term. What can you add to 1 to give you 3? Is 2. That is why our r is 2. Very important. So it will be 5 combination 2, bracket open. Our a, which is the first term, is 2x, power n, which is 5, minus the r, which is 2, bracket open. Our second term now is minus 3y divided by 2 power r, which is 2. So let's simplify this and see. Let's use our calculator. 5 combination 2, what do we have? 10. So here, sorry for that interruption. So we have 10 times 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 power 3 is 8. X power 3, that's x power 3, times minus 3y power 2, that will be 9y squared, divided by 2 power 2 is 4. Very important. Let me repeat it again. Minus 3y squared it will be 9y squared, because minus times minus is positive. Then 2 squared is 4. So we can reduce this 4 here, 1. 4 into 8 is 2. So at the end of the day, we'll have 2x squared times 10 times 9y squared. What do we have? Let's multiply. 10 times 2x squared, that's times 2. Then times 9, that's 180 x squared, x cubed rather, x cubed, then y squared. This will be the solution. As I said, question 25 is direct, and the correct option is option A. Correct option is option A, which is 180x cubed multiplied by y squared. So this is how to find the terms in a given binomial expansion. Very easy, using the general formula. You don't need to expand. Okay? Very important, just for you to use the general formula. Let's move to 26 quickly because of our time. 26 now, we are making progress. 26 reads, if f of x is equals to 8x squared minus 5x squared minus 5x plus 7, we are asked to find the coordinate of the point where the gradient is 3. First thing to do is to identify. This is from differentiation. This is from differentiation. Very important. We are told that f of x is equals to 8x squared minus 5x plus 7. Okay, we are asked to find the coordinate of the point. Coordinate of the point means we are asked to find the x and the y value, given that the slope of this function is 3. So, x is a function of y. Since x is a function of y, we can replace this with y equals to 8x squared minus 5x plus 7. Very important. Then the next thing for us to do is to differentiate this with respect to x. Change in y with respect to x now will be equals, we use general formula of differentiation. These two will come down to multiply this 8, we'll have 16x, then the power will reduce by 1, that will be 16x, minus differentiate 5x, we have 5. We differentiate constant 7 is 0. Very important. So it means, and we are told from the question that the gradient is 3. It means this change in y with respect to x is the same as our m, which is the slope now. So it's given as 3. So it will be 16x minus 5 now is equals to 3. Because from the question, change in y with respect to x is nothing but 3. This gradient means which is the slope is the same as our change in y with respect to change in x. So let's collect like times. This will be 16x will be equals to 8. We divide both sides by 16. X now, let's move here. Let's move here and clean possible this other question so that we can have space. X now will be 8 here, 1, 8 here, 2. Our x will be half. Very important. Let me take it up here so that we can see it. We are having 16x minus 5 equals to 3. Let me redo it here. This will be 16x will be equals to, bring this 5, that's 8. Next, to find x, we divide both sides by 16. X now will be equals to 8 here, 1, 8 here, 2, that's half. First coordinate, half. How do we find y coordinate now? We substitute back into this function. So we put x equals to half into y, 8x squared minus 5x plus 7. Anywhere we see x, we put half. Y now will be equals to 8 into half minus 5 into half plus 7. Sorry for that. Y now will be equals to 2 here, 1, 2 here, 4 minus 5 divided by 2 plus 7. Very important. Let's simplify this. Let's move here and see what we'll get. We have, let's use our calculator. 4. Let's divide this first. That's 5 divided by 2. That's 2.5. It will be 4 plus 7 minus 2.5. That will be 8 point. Let's still check. We have half. Okay, no, there's square here. Sorry, there's square here. Let's go back and redo it. This will be 8 times 1 over 4 minus 5 divided by 2 plus 7. Very important. Because half square will be 1 over 4. Then it will be 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So we have 2 minus 5 divided by 2 plus 7. Let's use our calculator now. At this point, 5 divided by 2, that's 2.5. So we add 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 minus 2.5, that will be 6.5. We conclude, therefore, the x, y coordinate now will be half, what we have here is 6.5, 6.5. So that's the solution to question 26. And the correct option is option A. Because we are asked to find the coordinate of the point where the gradient is 3. The coordinate of the point means this will be the x value and this will be the y value. Very important. Let's quickly move to the last question. Let's quickly move to the last question for this presentation. Let me click here to achieve that. That is question 27. Solution to 27 now. Let's read. The question 27 reads, an unbiased die and a fair coin are tossed once. What is the probability of having a prime and a tail? This is from probability. Very interesting topic in mathematics and further maths. We have unbiased die. Die has 6 faces. Then coin has 2 faces. So let's look at our sample space. We have, as I said, die has 6 faces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the faces. Then we have our coin has head and tail. This is the faces now for the coin. So we have a die which is 1 to 6, then coin which is head and tail. So let's look at the sample space. We have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Then tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, tail 5, tail 6. This will be our sample space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 sample space. Very important. But the question is, what is the probability of having a prime number and a tail? Prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. First prime number is 2, 3, 5, as far as this question is concerned. Okay, so we look at where we will have these prime numbers and a tail. First sample space, and let me use this other marker. This will be our first number of required outcomes now, which is a tail and a prime number. That's T2. This is another one. This is another one. So recall that probability is nothing but number of required outcome divided by the total possible outcome. Our R in this question is nothing but 1, 2, 3, which is 3. Very important, because we are asked what is the probability of having a prime number and a tail. Prime number, which is 2, tail, this is the tail of the coin. Prime number 3, tail. Prime number 5, tail, yes, which is 3. Then our N is nothing but, how many sample space do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is 12. So we're almost there. The probability now of prime number P and a tail will be 3 divided by 12. And 3 divided by 12 is nothing but 1 over 4. So the correct option is, or the correct answer rather, is 1 over 4, which is option B. Which is option B. 1 over 4. That's the correct answer. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to TJ's Maths and Further Maths Adventures for more interesting and amazing videos. In my next video, God's willing, we'll continue from question 28 down the line to 40. This is further mathematics, and the objective test stopped at question 40. So this is just question 27 with us. So in our next video, we'll start from 28, 29, 30, 31 in that order. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.